I don't feel comfortable recommending a product unless I've tried it out myself. I've thoroughly tested it as much as I possibly can. And when I actually share the word friends, family, to me, that is truly a beauty favorite. First item is actually a shimmer highlighter, shimmer powder, however you want to use it. I use it multiple ways. This is the Enlight shimmer powder by the brand Danessa Myricks. Now Danessa is actually a professional makeup artist, and she also is a photographer, professional photographer, and she has her own makeup line. The shade I have is called Heaven Scent, and it is pretty much named exactly how I feel about it. Now I'm not going to tip it over because it can get quite messy. If I'm not using the shimmer powder as a highlighter, I will use it as a tear duct powder. So I use a very small fine brush and just apply it right in that area. I can apply it on my eyelid. Multiple ways you can use this powder. You can wet your brush, turn it into an eyeliner. It's just so beautiful on my skin. Next are lashes, and this style is one I've never tried before, but I was looking at it and I said, you know, it looks a little bit different. Let me just see how it would look on my eyes. So this is by Ardell, and it is the Glamour style of 102 Demi. They look a little bit like the Cocoa lashes, the Cocoa style in Misha. I think that's the style. And that, for some reason, it doesn't look good on me. I don't like how it looks on my eyes. So I thought this might be kind of like the pared down version. I noticed that they blend in well. And again, it's just a little bit of drama, I feel, but you can see a difference in the eyes. Next up is a lash glue, and this is actually a Japanese lash glue. It's called Dupe Eyelash Adhesive, and this is in the style number of 552. There are several styles. This is the one that I like the best. If you are a beginner with false lashes, I would recommend you wait to use this glue until you get a little bit more comfortable with it. And reason being is some glue is a little bit more forgiving than others, meaning some will actually kind of, you know, move around a little bit as it's still drying. This, once you apply it, and you don't need a lot. That's one thing with this glue, is something that I've noticed is just one application. So pull it out, whatever's on the wand, and then put it right on the lash band. That's all. You don't need any more. You'll know you put too much on if you put your lashes on and you actually still see like little tiny circles or balls of white glue. That means you have too much glue on. This glue is unbelievable. Once it's on, it's on. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about the lashes kind of popping up in the corners, popping on the end. It is on until you take off those lashes at night. I have two Urban Decay lipsticks from their Naked Heat collection. And what I noticed is I was just wearing one lipstick and I couldn't wear it without the other. I just started wearing these two together. And I really do like the color combo payoff when I wear them together. Now I can wear them separately, but it's just, they're like twins to me. I don't know why. I just have to grab them at the same time. I'm calling it now. My favorite lip combo of 2017 is applying the Scorched lipstick first. So this has a darker bronze shade. And cream, the cream formula Fuel. I'll either apply it in the middle or apply it on top and just kind of mix the shades together. So pretty. One big factor I've noticed with Urban Decay's lipsticks is that you can wear different formulas with each other and they mesh well. I don't know if people even think about that when you're maybe mixing lipsticks, but there's some brands where I can't mix different formulas because they just don't look good together, and they just don't wear together. Scorched is a metallic formula, Fuel is a cream, and they just blend perfectly. That smoothness goes right in with that metal. And you might think when you hear metal type of a formula that there might be like chunks of glitter or sparkly. It's not like that. It just lays right and just lets that cream formula just glide in. It's perfect. This item has taken me quite some time to get around to, but I'm here now and I'm not going anywhere. This is the white Beauty Blender. Now, I've never used the white. Oops, it almost started to roll away. I haven't used the white because it's white. I just assumed that it probably wouldn't go back to the same color after I would wash it, no matter what cleanser I use. boy, was I wrong. I can use this with a long wearing foundation. I can use it with double wear. You know, double wear can stain these sponges, and you really have to work in that liquid to get it out. This washes clean and the same amount of time as it would if I had my pink or my black beauty blender. I believe the white one is marketed for skincare products, but I prefer just to use my hands, my palms for that. The texture of the white, to me, it feels a little bit different than the pink and the black, just a little bit. Once it's grown in size, once it's wet, it just blends whatever I'm trying to blend out perfect. When it comes to Tarte's foundations, their complexion products, like their foundations and concealers, I'm very new to it. And the Rainforest of the Sea is a formula that I'm very new to. Even though the container for the concealer looks like a dropper, it has the wand that looks exactly like the Shape Tape. It's also a concealer that is very runny. I really actually didn't have high hopes from this sample because I figured it was so runny, it's probably not going to have any coverage at all. Another item that surprised me, and why it surprised me is in editing. When I was editing the video, when I filmed it on, and I edited the video, and I'm like, my under eye area looks good. What is going on? Now I have a basket that every time I film a video, whatever makeup I wore goes in that basket, so I know what I wore. And sure enough, this was in the basket. Next is photographs. I noticed that in photographs, when I'm taking them, I kind of tilt my head down, and depending on the lighting situation, it can create this like gap underneath the eyes. I need to, lift my head up. Here we go again. I looked in editing, and there was no gap here, none. And it's always the right eye. No gap, no darkness, no black shade, nothing. I go look in the basket, and it was the concealer. It was in there, and I said, you know what? I think this concealer not only covers well, it matches my under eye area, the shade well. This shade deep is a perfect shade. Whatever powder, whether it's pressed or loose, I put on top of this concealer, it blends smooth on my skin. There's no creasing, there's no caking. I don't cake it on to begin with. I personally don't smear it on. I don't use a lot. I still just do my little dots. It really did surprise me because it doesn't look like it offers any coverage because it's so runny. But that runny liquid it's got some opacity going on in there. Next item is a Real Techniques brush. Now this isn't something that's new, but I've been using it a different way, in a new way, and I really like it. This is the setting brush from Real Techniques. And I actually have a few of these. Two ways I was using this brush before I started my new way is applying the powder underneath my eyes to set the concealer. I like to use it with either the loose shimmer powders for the highlighter and I blend it out, or my pressed highlighter. So multiple ways you can use this. I had this up against my brush that I tend to use as the first color to apply to my eyelid, so my transition color. And I looked at it and I said, this kind of matches the size of that brush, but it's a little bit dense, just a little bit. So I said, let me go ahead and see how this would work on my eye shape. Been using it that way ever since. So whatever shade I'm going to apply first to my eyelid, after I set my primer, I go in, and I mean, it's a quick way to get that shade all throughout the crease and also all throughout the lid. If you want to do, let's say, a one shadow look, it gets it all in there. So try it out, especially if you have hooded eyes. This top portion of the brush here, the way it kind of goes in a little bit, it gets into my hooded eye area in the crease like a breeze. It just goes right in there and then starts blending out the powder. This item you can't get anymore because it's limited edition, and I do apologize to even kind of bring that up, but it's a true favorite, and I've been using it so much, and I will continue to use it. So if you can find it on Amazon, if you can find it on eBay, definitely go that route. But it's the Too Faced I Want Candy Banana Pudding Powder. Another item I wasn't really looking at, to be honest, from the promo shots that I was seeing on Instagram. I think it's because of the color of the powder having all these other colors mixed in with it. It has shades of purple, like teal blue, like a bright yellow mixed in. So I was just like, it is the perfect shade for underneath my eyes. It offers that brightness that is realistic. It's not something that is just so stark bright that it looks off. It's not ashy underneath my eyes for my skin tone. It just is perfect shade. I did talk about it in my, I think I did a live feed. I did a live feed with this video, so I had like some comparisons with my banana powder, and this was one of the top ones that won. It's just so, it smooths out the area, especially when I pair it with the Tarte concealer. And it just, again, it just looks natural, and that's what I like. This eyeliner is actually part of the NYX, their black pencils. They have like a different set. They have like those pastel colors, and then they have the black colors that have like that darker base to it. And this is in the color Onyx. This color, let me tell you, whenever I pull out any type of a blue look, a green look, it actually can go with anything as far as I'm concerned. You can wear it with browns, you can wear it with yellows, oranges. This color is gorgeous in the waterline. The cool tone blue with gray, you know, again with that underlining base of black. It's so good, so beautiful. Multiple eye colors as well can get away with using this pencil. Onyx, so good. I am getting a head start on my best of 2017 videos, so stick around for that. And if you are new, please subscribe. I would love to have you here. Thank you very much for stopping by and watching. I always appreciate that. Have a wonderful day or evening. And as always, I'm going to see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.